Okay, so I went ahead because I really want to understand more and searched for a virtuous woman, and I landed on this article by D.L. Moody Henry. And this is what he wrote. Like, what does a virtuous woman mean? And this is what he says. He said, where is it? Okay, let's start from here. He says, people asked him, if you are to ask Mr. Moody what, apart from his personal faith, was the secret of his success, of his happiness and usefulness, he would assuredly answer Mrs. Moody. Then we have Proverbs 31:10 to 31 describes a virtuous woman. First in verse 10 we find the inquiry, and then in the verses 11 to 31 her description. First, oh, I guess that picture is Mrs. Moody. First, the inquiry, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. Virtuous means a noble, not a noble, capable wife, a woman of strength, moral goodness, and resolution. The same phrase is found in Proverbs 12:4 and is translated, an excellent wife is the crown of her husband. Such a woman's worth is far above rubies, meaning more valuable than precious stones and costly pearls. The Septuagint states, such a one is more valuable than precious stones. All other goods by fortune's hands are given. A wife is the peculiar gift of heaven. Now, here is the second meaning of the virtuous woman and describe it in 7 ways. That's the 7 ways that Modi described a virtuous woman. Her husband, 11, 12, 23. First, she's trustworthy. The heart of her husband safely trusts her. Her husband can go forth to his daily occupation, having full trust that she will conduct herself with the same faith she has in him. What does this point mean? Have you moved out of your way to win your husband's trust? Hmm? To win your husband's faith? Does your husband trust in you? Does he have faith in you? So they are saying full trust. In fact, the way you conduct yourself, the way you take yourself, the things you do, the words you speak. Have you gone an extra mile to win your husband's full trust? Because what? Uh, when the heart of your husband safely trusts you, then that means he has faith in you, right? Okay, so we go to the second point. This is the second point. She's contributing, so he will have no lack of gain. Okay, she will improve upon and increase what they have built together. First of all, here you are building together. With whose contribution? The woman is contributing to the growth, to the expansion of the husband. It might be financial, might be spiritual, might be physical, might be social. Mention them, but she's not just seated there and holding hands and waiting for the husband to do this and that. It might be mental health, whatever, emotional, whatever it is, but she's doing a thing or two or three or four or more. She's doing something to contribute to the expansion, to the growth of the husband, of their partnership, of their marriage, of their uh, family, of their children. Okay, so he will have no lack of gain. Your husband must, if your husband is lacking, then you have failed as a wife. That's what it means. If you haven't, if you haven't improved anything on your husband, like when you go together, there is no like change, there is no improvement. I don't care which area you have failed as a wife. The improvement must be significant and it must be visible. Okay? And the increase must be visible too. It must be significant. So we go on to the third. She's good. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. Mark all the days of her life. Like you don't have to be good today and tomorrow you're evil. No. Like you don't have to be good today, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and then that in the 10th year because you have children and then you feel like somehow it will be hard for what reason, for whatever it is, you start like disrespecting your husband, or maybe anything happens good or bad, and you become evil. You must be good all the days of your life. Okay, that's the time period that you have to be good all the days of your life. Then they say her love does not diminish or change in the good and bad times. Oh my God. Your love does not decrease. Your love does not diminish. Your love does not go dim, whether in the good, whether in the bad. Jesus Christ. It is perpetual for both spouses. So your love does not have to diminish. Your love does not have to grow dim. I don't care what both of you are going through, but here it is saying that your love must stay, must increase, must. And then now, you're marrying for money, yeah? I wonder how this love here will increase if you're marrying for money, my sister, or for some other reasons. In all the cases, love should be the first thing, then the rest will come later. Because what will increase here if you didn't have love in the first place? Where would you cultivate it from? Where will you dig it out from? Where would it germinate from? Something that you did not have. So let your love continue to flourish, continue to germinate, continue to increase, continue to be so strong and to be felt and seen in whatever you do for you both. Okay? So they say she does him good, not only all the days of their life together, but also of her own. Hmm? You do good all the days of your life together, okay? And also of you own. Like you can't do good today and be like, I'm tired of doing good tomorrow. I must show him who I am. No, dear, it doesn't work that way, okay? So, and here we go. If she survives him, she still honors his legacy and their children, their home, and everything they built together, including whatever else he left behind. I'm assuming that he's dead right now, okay? Because he left behind. Why did he go? I'm assuming that he's dead. So she does him good, not only all the days of their life together, but also of her own. If she survives him, that means if your man is good, you still honor him. You still have to honor his legacy through your children. If they are young, tell them about their dad, how great, how amazing their dad was, their home, and everything they built together. Respect your man's property, actually your property, both of you, not a man's property, because in this case you have worked together, you have supported each other, and you have made this property, wealth, mention it, home, family, children together. So honor it for all the days of your life. Then the fourth point, she adds to her husband's reputation. Oh my God. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. The saying behind every successful man is a good woman is still very true. She encourages husband to be his highest and most godly self, not by fading into the background, but by supporting and loving him as he does her. G. Campbell and Morgan had four sons and they all became ministers. At a family reunion, a friend asked one of the sons, which Morgan is the greatest preacher? The son looked at his father and promptly replied, Mother. Okay, so this point says, add, adds she adds to her husband's reputation in the community where I stay. Wherever you go, whether your husband is there or not, whatever you say, whatever you speak, what you share with your friends, on your socials, on your timelines, how does it affect the, because your reputation actually is your husband's reputation, okay? How does it add to a good reputation? How you live with people, with the neighbors, at your workplace, how you relate with those people. If you're a boss, how you relate with your workers and other people. How does it define you and your husband? Are you the kind of a woman that people be like, oh, I pity her husband? We've always had those things and we've actually always said them. I pity her husband ono mukazi nga simu wangu bana in other things, huh? Banayo atoba ewaka abeera atya. How does your code of conduct, the way you act, the way you move, the way you take yourself affect your husband, you yourself, your children, your homes, your family's reputation? Are you out there being a great ambassador of your family? What are you doing? Okay, what are you saying? How are you treating people? How are you relating with them? Are you a kind person? Are you generous? Do you have a good heart? Or you just say for words? Do you think about your words before you say them? Or for you just, in Uganda they call it okay, I don't want to use the word, it's not of a good reputation, I guess, but like you just say words fly, you don't even think about them, you're here, you're there, causing chaos, lugambo, all the unnecessary talks and stuff. What kind of woman, what reputation do you have as a woman? Okay, because in a long run, your husband must come into the picture, or your children, or your family. Oh, banaye abamukuzala, banaye kade tusasila. But in any case, your husband has to be in the picture. So how are you representing him out there? Are you misrepresenting him, or you're doing him well? Okay, by doing this, actually, you're not doing any person a favor. You are actually doing yourself a favor. Okay, women, are we together? So, two, her occupation or home, verses 13, 15, 17, 19, 27. First, she applies herself by being pleasant and cheerful in the Lord. Her kindness being femininely holy. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. Now, to my dear beautiful girls, I know you're very many. You really do not want to work. It's not because you do not want to work in you, but it's because that the world has deceived you. It has There is something it has put into you that is actually not right. They've told you that you have to sit there as a queen and then the man has to support you. I mean, actually not support, the man has to care for you, has to cater for every need because you are a queen, because you are this, because that's not right. That's not the biblical perspective of it, my dear ladies. It's here, it is saying that where is the point that you have to work with your own hands, laboring laboring diligently and finding pleasure in doing so. Like, don't do it and be like, I know some of them, if I had a boyfriend stuff, I would go working. If I had a man to take care of me, no dear, that's not right. You are supposed to do it willingly and support each other. You with your husband, you are supporting each other. Like, we don't have dependence on this. Okay, in this, we are all in this together. It is a partnership. We are two people. We have the same goal. We have the same vision. We have where we are going to love, and that's what we want to achieve. But if your goal is to just sit there and be given everything, be given money, be, I don't know, spoiled the way you use it, this and that, flowers, and that means that there is no goal over there. What's wrong in between there? There is something that is not adding up, because according, you're supposed to work and support your home, bring food to the table, okay? Support your maidens and your children and your husband. as they support you too, so that you build together a strong partnership. Okay, so here they go ahead to say, and you should actually be finding pleasure in doing so. Be happy, be willing, be dedicated, be committed into doing so. So while applying herself, she retains her femininity. In all that, don't be masculine, honey. Yeah, just say feminine. So she stretches out her hands to the distaff and her hand holds a spindle. These instruments or tools were often used as symbols of womanhood and femininity. In contrast, the use of the bow and arrow to symbolize a man's strength. Okay, they are trying to explain here about holds the spindle. Ndoza nga wayinza okugamba nti nk'olwiko. For example, in ankole olwiko wagamba olwiko okagamba nk'ennyungu, your meaning a woman, right? Konka wagamba nk'icumu okagamba nk'itaazyo omuhoro, your meaning a man. So they are saying in any case, don't stay out of your way of your femininity to be masculine. What does this sounds like? What does it mean in real time? It means that do not respect your husband, do not disrespect your husband because you're bringing something to the table. Okatandika kweteko omubijere by'omushaija. Don't put yourself into your husband's space, into your husband's position, because you feel like, after all, I'm contributing something. It's not man enough. If I'm also bringing something to the table, then it's basically means respect your husband, still submit your husband, still, because if you get out of what makes you feminine, you're definitely going to become masculine, man to man. So that means there is no respect, there is no submission, there is no togetherness in the long run. There is no coming to agreements over a thing because you feel like you should also rule because after all you're bringing something. Okay, so stay feminine, stay respectful, stay submissive. Okay, so we continue. um this verse may be interpreted: she is truly feminine in all her hard work and family involvement, being confident and proud of her feminine charm and love. Okay. Second, she's diligent. She also rises while it is yet night. Oh my God. This verse. In Eastern houses, a small lamp was always kept burning. The careful housewife would rise at midnight to replenish the oil there, and before dawn, she would be up and stirring. If she rises with her husband to attend work or manage the home, she invests care into what she does as does her husband, honoring their family name. As in omukyala, you have to wake up very early. Banaye teri byakwebaka nti ate kati oba nafumbirwa alina ku ssente anvaako, let me sleep, and you sleep until you're being spoiled. No, no, that is not good and that is not biblical. Okay, they are saying you must rise at midnight, replenish the oil. Okay, and before dawn should be up and tearing. Okay, this is the culture in the Eastern houses. Yeah, but the point here is that toina kwebaka, get up macha, do something at home. Don't leave your house so disorganized. Don't leave your kitchen so disorganized. Okay, wake up early in the morning, do stuff, organize your house, organize your home. Let it be a home that honors your name. Bagamba nti, otuuka owalako bananga amaka ge geeyagaza. Yeah, like, okay, go to the third. She takes care of her health. She guards herself with strength and strengthens her arms. This phrase is metaphorically expressive of how she watches over her physical well-being. That means you have to take care of yourself, lady, so as to maintain her energy and strength. Okay, do some physical exercises. Eat healthy. Eat well. Be strong. Maintain good health. Okay, there is strength and honor in a couple being active in watching their health together. Okay, watch out for your health and for your spouse's health. Bannaye tomuleka kubeera ate n'agenda n'alya ebyo ebintu ebitategeerekeka n'ameera ogubuto n'aba, because in the long run ajja kulwala nti azin gw'ojja okubonaabona kubanga okola ki tewamuyamba luli when you're supposed to help them be healthy, help your woman. Tomuleka ate nze oba nazaalazaala dda, why don't I just eat? Help them, encourage them, inspire them to do some exercises, to be fit, to be healthy, to be strong, okay, to eat well, to eat healthy, encourage health foods, and all that and more. Then fourth, she's prudent. Her lamp does not go out by night. The oil lamps of ancient times would burn on night. The meaning is she has plenty of oil. She's careful to fill up her time with friends and hobbies that honor the Father even in times of rest. Fifth, she's active. She does not eat the bread of idleness. Especially in today's modern era, it is difficult to live on a one income salary. If it be financially necessary, she refuses to sit and do nothing. Bambi, Totura, Mchana Munang. Don't just sit and be there. Hey, you love? Don't do it. Support your husband. So, in fact, by the way, our parents were never seated doing nothing. Our grandparents were never seated doing nothing. It has never happened in the history of mankind. Even if himself was doing work in the garden with Adam, why do you want to just sit and do nothing? Don't you think you're being lied to, honey? Okay, recognizing her own gifts and talents, she contributes to the family income with her husband or make sure to keep herself busy with taking care of her home and their children. Good. Now, what gifts did you have? What talents did you have? Hmm? Is your talent abamwe kumwe? You're so good at cooking, like you're gifted at cooking. Use it to honor your family and children. You're so good at maybe organizing whatever you're good at, talent and gifts freely given. If you cannot learn a skill, borrow one, cultivate one, okay? So verse 3, her management, so sorry, point 3, her management, verses 14, 16, 18, 21, 22, 24, 25, and 27. Okay, so first, she's a wise shopper. She's like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. The patent states she's like a ship trading from a distance, and she herself gathers her livelihood. The implication is that she encourages her and her husband to find only the best deals and buys with their money. Soka temu babambi. Don't play those games. Nemukola obukoju kuju ebyo nemuba, and don't do that. Encourage your husband or your wife to be so honest with money and with every other thing. Now they are saying she's a wise shopper. Like, she's not extravagant. I don't care whether you have money or not. Please don't be extravagant. Tomalaga. Okay, just shop things wisely. Byowetaga, byoyagala. Hey, don't be extravagant. I bet some things you don't use them, you throw them away. It doesn't work like that. It's not good and it's not godly. She's a good manager. She provides food for her household and portion for her maids. Banaye temubera bakodo, temumba bantu mmere, and other things. Oyina maid naye musosola omulaba ng'ekitaga. She's part of the family. Hmm? Serve her as naye musavinge bulungi nga w'osavinga other people. Okay, she watches over the ways of her household. The word portion means an allotment of work or the daily tasks assigned. She carefully plans and directs the daily tasks and responsibilities of the home. Tomalagaza okukanga toyina plan. Okay, what they are trying to say is that make a plan for your month or a year or a week or a day or whatever. Gamba, tomorrow I'll wake up at this and do that and this, and make sure that you actually make all those responsibilities and tasks, fulfill them. Okay, Mental kuka, I clean, I do this and those. Do it. Have a timetable. Plan for your life. Plan for your days, weeks, and months, and years ahead. Be a planning person. Tomalaga live. Don't just live, but live. Okay. Tomalaga bela onta. You're living. Go bala lucha nedda mukwano. Don't do it. Live for a reason. Live responsibly. Live, like, make your life alive. Okay, make that living alive. Don't just live. Okay, ensuring they care about it as a family. Okay, third, she's a good investor. She considers a field and buys it. From her profits, she plants a vineyard. She perceives that her merchandise is good. You and your spouse, you advising each other. In fact, are you investing? Oba gomugamba bugambe tugende tuzinywe. Are you encouraging him? Do you see a field and do you invest yourself? Hmm? Because it's actually, in most cases, bakazi be bazimba basajja nze mbabuulira bamu temwagala kukkiriza, but that's a fact. If you have a loose wife, you've lost it all. If you have a wise wife, trust me, you're gonna shoot the sky. Okay? So she perceives that her merchandise is good. Invest. Encourage your husband to invest. In fact, go beyond the means and invest. Gwe nga gwe wakuweza gundi genda investing tomala gagenda n'oziryalya. Okay? She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies chassis for the merchants. In buying, selling, and investing, she demonstrates good financial sense. The whole point is that have a good financial sense. Tomala gabera ne sense. Okay? As she expects her husband to be wise with his money, so too should she be careful with her own personal investments and purchases. Okay? Kati mwembiriri mulina kuba wise, temumala gasaasaanya ssente gonoona ssente. I'm not saying you should not spend on yourselves or what. Do whatever you do, but make sure that you invest. Then fourth, she's conscious of her family's appearance. Her children are clothed with scarlet, meaning good clothing. Gwe abaana ababo bagenda ku kyalo nga be bacaafu nga make sure your children tebali dirty, they are clean. Engoye ze bambadde, their hair is clean, their clothes are clean, they live in a clean environment. Tebabeera nga be bagenda ku kyalo maama. Her own apparel is attractive yet modest. Tapestry, fine linen, and purple are all expensive of how she dresses well. Kaakati nange no point enkwatako nnyo. Be modest. You're missing someone. Lwaki okunama? What are you trying to show the world? You're already showing it to your husband. Lwaki toleka nga yaba abiraba yekka? What are you exactly are you selling to the public? Yozunze ebweru. Be modest. Cover your parts. Okay? Cover your body. And fifth, she's an optimistic planner. She shall rejoice in time to come. Because of her planning and preparation, she looks forward to the future with confidence. Not that one. Not with anxious care. She works with her partner, plan for the future financially and faith-wise. Now, you have faith in yourselves and in God. That way you make it right. But now, like you have invested, like you've planned for your life, you approach the future with confidence. Toti anti ate atokuzala abana banali akinta atende. No, you're not scared at all, you're not anxious at all. You are confident because you're doing the right thing. Okay, then her compassion. She extends her hand to the poor, yes. She reaches out her hands to the needy. Banaye ababanaku yambaku ku banaku ababokushara people do not have food. Bambi, don't be mean, don't be stingy. No gamba, when I didn't bikola baliyo, there when I was hustling, struggling, having sleepless nights. Be kind, be compassionate. Approach people with empathy. Okay, while caring for her own with unselfish love, she also reaches out in compassion for those who are in need. Mambi muyambe ku bantu, okay? Her talk. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She guides her family with words of wisdom. Her language to those around her is regulated with love. Someone read this: in her tongue is the law of grace or mercy. On her tongue is the law of kindness. Be kind. Approach people with love, with mercy, with words of wisdom. Tobanga tegwa discouraging abantu wapumo abantu like you have that pride in you. Nze. Don't do that. It's not for a virtuous woman. Okay. I hear people say a high value woman. I think biblically this is like the word for a high value woman. Okay. So her inner beauty charm is deceitful and beauty is passing. But a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Well, some of our parents were very beautiful. But beauty passes away. They are no more as beautiful as they was in their 20s. Okay? Outward beauty is temporary, superficial, and deceptive. Knowing this, she develops her spiritual beauty, which is enduring, deep, satisfying, and worthy of honor. It is all put in one container of worthy of honor. Your inner beauty, whatever you do, whatever surrounds you, should be worthy of honor. That's a point. Okay, it may be enduring, it may be deep, it may be satisfying, it may be more, but all of it should be worth of honor. Okay, why? Because at some point, some people will not. In fact, if you do not have a good heart, if you're not a good person, trust me, your beauty won't be noticed. Okay? Now, if you're a kind person, you're like, she's kind, Choka, she's even beautiful. So have a beautiful heart. Okay? Care for people with all their beauty, with all the good hearts. I tell you about why I didn't know we'll get it, okay? Then seven, her crown. First, she has her moral force and courage, strength and honor are her clothing. Second, she receives the respect. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Oh my God, Jesus, this is the goal. Your children to wake up early in the morning and be like, Mama, you are blessed. You and husband also. And he praises her. So that means, yeah, the children rise and call her blessed. Call your husband blessed, and your husband also call you blessed, and he'll praise you. Oh my God, heaps of praise. Oh Jesus, this is so good. This is the best and sweetest part of it. Okay, after doing all that, you've actually been tested and proven that you are worthy of all these heaps of praises. You are blessed. They are not just saying, I'll be like, really, surely, Mama, you are blessed. How? Looking at how you treat them, how you treat strangers, how you treat other people, how you treat your husband. I'm telling you, most children are disrespectful of their fathers. Who are disrespectful of their fathers? Because of their mothers. Because you cannot abaana abali awo n'ovuma musajja wo oba n'omuddamu bubi. It's inappropriate. In fact, John Sachirego, it's unacceptable. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Trust me, there and then the children will never respect their dad again. Never. And now the children will start taking sides because Webakula, they start to say who's wrong, mom or daddy. You're already breaking up the whole thing. Okay, you're already bringing the division. All right? So, please, are you that woman that our children will call blessed because of how you organize your family, how you treat your husband, how you treat people, how you work hard, how you're kind, how you're God fearing, how you're respectful? Jesus, this is the goal. So help me, God. Okay? Then they say she receives praise and honor. We are here. Husbands also. Third, she's exalted. Many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. Jesus, isn't this the goal? That a lot of people are actually doing, but you excel them all. Hmm? Fourth, she receives praise and honor. She's to be honored, loved, and respected by her husband and children. This does not come by as much as it comes by nature, but it also comes by the way you treat the husband and the children. Let the respect be very genuine, not because you are a mom and they have to respect you. No, let it be because you've worked for it. You deserve it. They respect you. If you give them advice, they will willingly take it because you deserve that. You've proven yourself beyond doubt that that to the extent that the advice you give, they won't even think twice about it. Okitegera? Hmm? Like, be the inspiration of your children. Let them look up to you because, like, if I have a fine marriage, a perfect home, why would my children go out there looking for people? I'm not saying they shouldn't look out for people to look up to, but I'm saying I should be the number one on the list because I've inspired them enough. I've done enough. I've gone out of my way and beyond what I can do and done it. Okay, bagambe, hey, mommy and daddy, let them refer to you in any case. nabo kati batandikirawo, they'll know this is what I'm supposed to do. Da, 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 da. Build a generation of respect. Build a generation that won't be broken at any point, because these values and virtues, you planted them, and you have watered them, they've germinated, they've flourished, they've been proven, they've been tested and proven and accepted. Okay? So give her the fruit of her hand. She's to be held in high regard by the society. Mukwano gwange, society weekulaba erowooza ki? Mm? You deserve their respect. Waliwo abantu ababeera ku kyalo nga bagagga naye nga respect wa? Mye kuba engeri gye beeyisa, you cannot trespass their farm. Tosobola kgenda waabwe. Like, empisa mbi nnyo 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 ddala. Nedda mukwano, this is not what Proverbs 31 is telling us. Okay, so Marvin Tetty said the real worth of a woman is her devotion to God. Above all, if you're devoted to God, everything will become easy. Okay, she should be given the praise she deserves. She's no slave of a master husband, but a person in her own right who takes a full and honored place in the life of home and community. Wow. Marvin Teti, thank you so much. Mm? So these are the recommended books. Oh my God, Modi, thank you so much. So for some reason, I thought about reading this scripture, and I've really been blessed more than I can say. This is the whole life changing wisdom. Okay? You know, some of the times we just do things, no one cares. Kwegamba fensi twagivaako, kitegeera, that's not good. You have to go back to the drawing board and know what exactly you're supposed to do. Sometimes I don't even name anyone, because why? Banaye ebigambo bingi, advices nyingi, buli omu ayogera kiki. Sometimes you don't even know what is right or wrong, so you just follow your heart, what makes you happy. Okay, you don't even use your discernment, because I mean, where are you discerning from which point of view are you seeing things? Are you discerning from? It's a, you know, this is what makes me happy. You don't care about society. We have this saying, you know, Gen Z is very what? I'm not a Gen Z, but somehow I relate so much to them. Nogamba, no, and cause the synergy vaco. I think maybe some of us, we've been brought up in a single parent household. Like, it's always different from someone who's been brought up in a both parent household, because you're striving, you're struggling to live, to be seen, to be heard, you're fighting for your rights. Because you grow up knowing this is the only way to live, to kwegamba, there is always that way. But I'm telling you, this scripture, God bless the writer. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Modi. Thank you, everyone. I've picked a lot from this, and I'm telling you, if you put all this that has been said in practice, where you get a broken home, like where will the devil pass to interrupt your home? Okay, now this is for a woman, though the men can also pick for the woman. I will look out. Are there scriptures? When I have a sumba one, but there are scriptures that talk about men. I would also love to see what a husband, what a man is. Bible mugamba coach, because if we have the woman doing all this by the grace of God, and the man doing his part, do you think, can we stop the broken world, the crazy world where everything is, being normal? Things that are not supposed to be normal are in normal places, and everything is fine. Don't you think so? I'm Gloria Lucky. Bye.